It's all good. All win-wins for everyone. And so, you have to say meet Nelson. She's going to be with us for this reading as well. She's my roommate's dog. And she's my very, very, very good friend. Come on, sit, Nelson. Oh, there she is. Can you lay down? I love you so much. Come on, lie down for me. Yeah. Can you lie down? Can you lie down for me? Oh, girl. Here we go. So she's sending some love. She's sending you all love. So what I'm also picking up from this card specifically is how she's resting her right hand, her giving hand, on her sword. Her sword of truth. This to me speaks of great discernment. Many people will come to a queen asking her for help. But her giving hand is on the sword of discernment. Is this for the highest benefit of all? Is what am I investing my time and my energy and my strength and all my knowledge and my heart into worth my time and investment? And before I agree to anything, I'm going to use my discernment to cut through any sort of ambiguity, cloudiness, murkiness. And if she believes that it is truly a just choice, she will then proceed to give, because she is a wise queen. Let's see what else the goddesses have to say. I got my puppy love. I love to sing, and I love animals so much, so much. They are my friends. Ooh. 3 cards popped out of the deck. 8 of Staves, also known as 8 of Wands. There is a sun peering behind the stormy clouds. There is lightning. There might have been some turmoil that we had to get through, some fire before the sun would come out. We have Juno, the goddess, tradition. Many of us might be celebrating traditions this week. It's Thanksgiving in the US, and there are many traditions that many of us are looking to shift. And after Juno and traditions, yes, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Staves, coming out of that sunrise or sunset. And what I feel from these 3 cards, because we're dealing with fire energy and tradition. We are having to use our discernment in these situations that are passionate and strong and forceful, may cause some storms in our world. The moon's in Sag. Emotions can get fiery, especially surrounding traditions. And if someone in the family is looking to hold on to old patriarchal ways of doing things, things that we believe do not honor truth and healing, then sometimes that conflict really builds up in us and causes storms. But if we can look for that flash of inspiration, that Uranian moment, that illumination, that silver lining that can bring solution and resolution to these passionate energies. Let's see if the goddesses have anything else to say about this week and tradition and using our discernment on our paths right now. The World, 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. A lot of us have opportunities for a new beginning. These goddesses are holding the world in their love, in their care, in the balance. The sun and the moon, winter and spring. Cycles are ending, and the cycles that are beginning will bring the 10 of Pentacles, will bring absolute abundance, but we gotta lay down some swords. We gotta forgive. That's what I'm feeling from this card. This girl's been through a battle. She's got 2 swords at her hip, 2 swords on the ground, one in her hand, and she's looking out into the mists, into the silence. It feels like the silence that happens after a war. When you're like, did anyone really win? How can you call yourself victorious if there is death all around you? So how can we heal? How can we forgive? I'm going to pull a few cards from the fairies and see what they have to say about the situation. I love my fairies. They're super no nonsense, very clear. Ace of Cups, an offer, a new beginning. Many of this is surrounding an offer, a glorious offer, offer that makes your cup overflow, that's illuminated by the sun, that sits above the lotus. It stands on peace. This offer stands on peace and harmony and tranquility. And it will bear fruit. There are 2 little lotus blossoms that were like getting ready to bloom. Let's see what else the fairies have to say. Ooh. 5 of Swords again. To me, that's when I get 2 cards, different decks, that's confirmation. We have disagreement and we have to find harmony in that. Though I have to say, this 5 of Swords shows slightly different. They're trying to find a solution. Trying to get themselves out of this prickle patch. What can we do? There's beauty around us, but if we're not careful, we might get pricked. So using our communication, 5s, air, Swords, air. Our communication's gonna be important. Anything else, fairies? Whoop. Okay, well, the King of Pentacles popped out. So some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He's so sweet. He seems so thoughtful. He's got such an honest face. And he's sitting amongst the fruit. And I feel like the little bubbles around him are his little, like, angels that are always there, you know, feeding his knowledge and his intuition about how he's made his investments and how he got to be the King of Pentacles, because you don't just born a king. You start off as a page, and then you're a knight, and then maybe you're a prince. But all the things you go through and all the things you learn, that's what makes you the king. And then once you master all the kings, then you become the emperor. So there's divine upgrades that get you to this king status in your life. And once you're at that king status, that maintenance, he maintains because he's stable. And those little insights help keep track of all his little investments. But you're dealing with a king. This is an offer from a king. We ain't playing with no pages, no knights, no in and out wishy-washy energy anymore. We're living from our heart. And I'm not surprised the 3 of Cups came out. as another message from Spirit, because a lot of us are going to be celebrating together. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be with our friends, our family. We're going to be enjoying some refreshments, chatting, just reveling with your tribe. And these things may come up. These passionate, fiery conversations may come up. It's the holidays, it's a party. And passionate people can often drive passionate conversations. Let's see our Follow Your Light Oracle. Whoa, okay. Cards be flipping. But that was too much, so we're gonna concise, clarifying energy for the collective. For those of us seeking our highest path, navigating celebrations, navigating traditions that we're seeking to heal. Whoa, okay. Well, we'll take it. The initiation. Rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. And we all know when we're being initiated and we're going someplace divine, someplace colorful and magical, you can't take everyone with you. You have to overcome obstacles and storms, and those obstacles and storms are testing your grit and your grace. Saying, can you be true to your heart? And everything that you've learned thus far, can you implement those lessons? Because when we get to the next level, when we get into 2020, we're playing with the big dogs, hun. We are. We are going to be playing our best selves. We're going to be bringing our best to the table. We're going to be blooming. But before we can bloom, we have to be birthed. So many of us are going through an initiation right now. And your no is going to be important. That discernment. That wait. Postpone. Pause. No. Listen. Because if the universe is saying no to one thing, it's because it's saying yes to something else. And the power of your no is sometimes the greatest act of love and self-respect. So maybe while you're in the middle of these family dynamics, you have to say no. Maybe you have to stand up for yourself. Maybe you have to take all those lessons and all that discernment and all that wisdom and knowledge that you've gained and use your sword of justice and truth and tell someone, I love you. And now, enough's enough. My self-worth, my self-respect, and the way that Spirit's been talking to me and guiding me on this journey is guiding me to say no. And no is loving. Loving to yourself. Okay, it's followed by take a break. A life's work is not a season. Get off the treadmill. So breathe and allow things to grow organically. Let things unfold. Let the conversations unfold. Let the situations unfold. Don't rush, because Spirit is talking to all of us right now. And we download and upload and just get so many divine upgrades when we take a break, when we get off the treadmill of what we've been doing habitually and do something different. Sometimes that's rest, so that we can heal and get a lot of divine messages and clarity through sleep. Sometimes it's putting something aside and go meditate for a minute. If it's getting hot, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Start cooling your body down, start slowing the mind down. Because the body follows the mind, but the mind follows the breath. I really feel the importance of our breath this week. And take a break. Take a break. Is followed by, I got two cards stuck together. The Warrior Woman and Fill Up Your Well. And I don't think it's any coincidence that Fill Up Your Well was literally plastered to Warrior Woman. Now, I know it's saying if you weren't afraid, what would you do? But many of us feel like we're warrior women in our lives. If you are a female. Or a warrior for the masculines out there. And you are ready to just power through your life. Power through these challenges. Give from your heart, serve your tribe, your community, your families. But if you don't fill up your well, you don't say no. Take that break. Fill up your cup. Retreat, rest, refuel. Go have a smoothie. Go have a juice. Go for a walk. If you don't do something super nurturing for you, how are you gonna continue being the warrior woman? This is war, not a battle. Battles are won with strategy and patience. And to have that long-lasting endurance so you don't burn out like a firework, you have to fill up your